The Federal High Court of Nigeria has stated that the parameters of the court sitting over a terrorism trial shall henceforth be secured for the period of the trial to ensure the safety of the litigants and the court officials. According to the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court of Nigeria, Honorable Justice John Temba Soho, the distance and size of perimeters to be secured for the trial shall be determined based on the recommendations of security agencies on a case-by-case basis. The sitting and anticipated ruling on the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, by the Nigerian government comes up on Friday, April 8, and will be used to test run the new directive. Now let's join our reporter, Mardia Umar, who is presently in court to give us an update on the situation on the ground. Hello, Mardia. Can you talk to us about what's happening on ground?
Hello, Zainab. Hello, Zainab. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Mardia.
Okay. All right. Right now, we're in front of the Federal High Court here in the Federal Capital Territory, where the trial of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is taking place. As you can see, there are lots of people around this area, some supporters of the IPOB leader standing around. But in the morning when we came here, we saw presence of security agents, lots of security agents, about 200. It was a joint task force, and there were lots of them. We couldn't see a lot of supporters or the activists or other people who surround the court usually when the IPOB leader comes to court. But right now, there have been a ruling. A 15 counts charge was laid on the IPOB leader, which borders around terrorism. Order that was passed yesterday, a guideline rather, about the practice of how to cover acts of terrorism henceforth. It was passed yesterday by the Honorable Justice of the Federal High Court here in Abuja, Justice John Temba Soho, about the new ways to cover or to go about practices or ruling rather on act of terrorism. So now that is like a litmus test being tested. This case right now is like a litmus test of that guideline. Security personnel present at the perimeters of the Federal High Court today. But the judgment is that, 15 counts charge that was slammed on the IPOB leader has now been reduced to 7. He's been charged with first charges, second, third, fourth, fifth, the 13th and 15th. So 8 counts charge has been struck out, and that is the latest development. But either ways, he's still going to stand trial bordering on terrorism and treasonable felony. That's the latest development right now. The guideline also contains that journalists will not be allowed into the courtroom, and that means that the cases will be in camera. This case being in camera means that just the close relatives, the litigants, and the court officials will be allowed into the courtroom. So during the trial, the journalists were only confined to the press center in the Federal High Court. And after the sitting, that's when we started getting sketchy information about what transpired inside the High Court. I'm sure we'll get more information as soon as we end this live, and then we'll get more information later.
Well, thank you so much, Mardia, for giving us an update on the latest development with regards to that trial. We hope to keep you updated on that subsequently.